Let me introduce the operating steps of the relief function to you. Step 1. Open the software and find the switch between the 2D and relief interface. Then click to the relief interface. Step 2. Import the model image. There are two import locations. For the first one, click here to import common 3D model diagrams. You can see that there are several 3D model formats that can be imported as follows. Generally, the STL format is more common. For the second one, please click here to import image format, which is a multi-layer format that has been processed, but it is not suitable for regular photos. The BMP format is commonly used. The differences between these two imported is that after the second type is imported, the cutting layer height is automatically calculated by the software and does not need to be set manually. Here we use the first type as an example and import a STL file. Click Open. Step 3. Adjust the model location. Click the left mouse button to select. Then click here to center the model. And there is a function adjusting the model perspective position. There is also an alignment tool. If there are multiple model images, you can select multiple models for alignment adjustment. Step 4. Set the relief layer and cleaning layer parameters. The parameters of relief layer are default to 0. And select the black layer parameter here, and adjust the marking speed, lift speed, Q frequency, and power adjustment. The relief layer often takes more power to engrave deeply. In order to test the materials with this parameter on the 2D interface, the cleaning layer is usually used to remove the powder or burrs left after engraving. After cleaning, it will become more refined. The cleaning layer is generally the single red layer. Select the red layer. Uncheck the 0 layer marking parameters and adjust the parameters here. The cleaning layer does not need to be engraved deeply. In a common situation, the power is lower, the speed is faster, and the Q frequency is higher. The cleaning layer needs to be cleaned according to the frame. It can either create the outline manually or automatically based on the graphics. If you draw it manually, you need to create a shape in the 2D interface that is larger than or equal to the model size. The first step is to switch to the 2D interface. Draw a shape. Click Fill. The fill spacing is generally 0.05. The fill type is generally bold shade reciprocating fill. Then select the Fill Only option and click OK. The fill layer number must be set to the first color layer. After that, click Fill and double-click the right button to switch. Return to the relief interface after the configuration is finished. Step 5. Set the relief parameters. Click here. Enter the relief interface. There are two types of engraving, interior and relief. Interior engraving is based on the model to make it concave, and relief engraving is to protrude the select model. The reverse is to reverse the marking order, which will make the crab effect smooth, but some details will be lost. The frame selection can choose automatic or manually drawn graphics. There are two zoom methods, 3D Galvo scanner and Z-axis motor zoom. If you use the 3D zoom Galvo scanner, you can select it. If you add a Z-axis motor, you can choose it. If neither is used, you don't need to worry. The default is not effective. Click on the Fill Settings button. Here is the fill setting for the relief layer. Then set the fill spacing. The fill spacing for the fill type is generally 0.03. The fill type generally involves bold shade reciprocating filling. Click Confirm. Cleaning settings. You have the option of cleaning or not, cleaning every layer, or cleaning every cycle. Generally, we choose cleaning every layer. Select the frame. The engraving type's frame and this one should match. If you choose the automatic frame, you need to choose the parameter layer number applied by the cleaning layer. Layer number. Here we choose the rectangle. Basic parameter. Cutting layer height, i.e., the spacing between each layer of 3D model engraving. The smaller the layer height, the higher the fineness of the process effect. Filling angle. Please choose default. Single layer multiply engravings. If you want to engrave several times for each layer and the engraving parameters are different, you can click to add the engraving order. Select the Settle parameter layer number. In this way, it is possible to achieve multiply engraving and each engraving parameters are different. After the cutting layer height is set, click Apply. You can see it will recalculate the cutting layer. You can see the change of the total number of cutting layer and the following cutting layer calculation progress. After the calculation is complete, you can drag to watch the marking contents of each layer on the right. And check the fill line will be more intuitive. If you observe that there are several layers of repetitive deep marking action in front, you can set the starting layer number to skip this step. Similarly, if you observe that there are invalid repetitive marking in the later layers, you can also set the end layer to skip to the later, to prevent multiply invalid markings from causing the effects to deteriorate. Save parameters. Click to set as default parameters so you don't need to re-enter the next time you go into this interface. Finally, after all settings are complete, you can do frame preview and alignment position firstly, and then click on engraving to mark.